Hello Leo, Bohemia here with Bohemian Stars and Ocean Heart Readings. I am back after a hiatus that took a bit. I had a baby, so you may hear her in the background. She loves to talk and to make noise, so you may hear her chiming in. So we are going to go ahead and do a reading for the end of March going into April. And this is for Sun, Moon, and Rising. And then you can go ahead and check out my Facebook page. The link will be below. And I have a little pick a stone reading for the full moon in Libra this weekend as well. So let's go ahead and get into it. I have the Game of Thrones tarot that I am reading with, and I will be picking from a little oracle I made, a card at the end. That's my Wild Star Fire oracle. All right. So let's get into it. Alright, reading for the sign of Leo, and I've shuffled quite a bit in between, so I'm going to take those. Sun, Moon, Rising for the end of March into April. Sun, Moon, Rising. Alright, so let's go from here. Of course, we get the Queen of Spears first, which is the Queen of Wands with Khaleesi. This is the Leo cards. We see you sitting in your element here, feeling quite fiery, dominant, creative, and letting things come to you a bit, which is good because right now we're seeing you coming out of a place of juggling things and coming to where a decision is made. The decision might not have been of your own volition, but it does look like the decision is made between struggling between two different resources that you are having. And I see some fears developing with that as well for some of you, that you might not have felt in control of those decisions, or you might be feeling like you have to put away certain aspects of yourself, certain desires that you're having in order to roll with the decisions that are made. But I do see you coming out kind of cool as a cucumber, handling your shit, really finding a way to own the way things are currently. Let's see here. Yes, I'm gonna have you. Look at y'all showing up as Khaleesi twice. Go on with your bad selves. You're coming up as the Empress as well. But in the middle of this, we're seeing the Justice reversed and we're seeing the Devil card reversed. So some of you are really, really trying to come out of a situation where there could have been a lack of justice. Courts could be involved. Some of you could be dealing with either you're the mother of someone else's children or the mother of your children. Something that is going on where you feel like justice hasn't been served and you're really trying to avoid past cycles that were toxic. You're really trying to not go back into that. Some of you are really beasting it on behalf of your own children, the security of your own family. Some of you could be dealing with creative endeavors as well, where they have maybe I'm seeing that some of you might have issues of like copyright or things of that nature, feeling like somebody has taken your creative license in some way, and that you're kind of being it could even be as much as social media too. My daughter has Leo rising, can you tell? It could even be she's kidding. It could even be as much as someone kind of stealing your style, your look on social media or something of that nature. But this is where there's deep beef though. This isn't a casual thing here. This is where you're like, you know what, universe, go ahead and take care of them because I'm tired of this, stuff. So for some of you, you're definitely dealing with a third-party situation. There could definitely be pregnancies involved that are going on. And I'm seeing here, we have straight out, traitor. This is where John got stabbed up and killed. Killed. We have the Three of Swords here. And the Eight of Wands. There could really be some people shit talking, like my throat chakra's going out right now. People really just having stabbed you in the back. And I'm really seeing slander. I'm really seeing slander in a big way, really trying to attack your public image, trying to attack you in court, ending the partnership. There could be divorce that some of you are going through. There could have been some definitely could have been some cheating. Some of you might be dealing with custody that is kind of perpetual custody that you're going through, but the other parent is slandering and playing games and maybe even taking to social media with some stuff. So, and if you're the one who's doing all of this craziness, y'all need to chill, because this is it's over the top. It's definitely over the top. Okay. So we have a King of Wands as well standing up, coming up here. We have Eddard Stark, And we're seeing that you could avoid more disaster. The tower's here, so it's saying like, think a little bit smarter, use a little bit more foresight than poor Ned had there, and see how you can avoid the disasters at hand, because you do have the Ace of Coins. How you can take that power into your hand yourself, and we have a Coin of Bravos there. How you can take the lead and decide that you're going to be the one calling the shots. You're going to make your life what you want it to be at this point. A lot of investment of self, finances coming and turning around. So maybe after this devastating time of the situation, the Two of Coins reversed here. You could be in a situation where you've been struggling with debt, or someone isn't paying you debts that they owe. And here we have the Ace of Pentacles. So you getting that in hand, or being able to pay what you need to pay to take care of your life. So let's draw a few more here, and then we'll go into our oracle. All right. So some of you are really kind of lost your romantic or creative expression and your inspiration here. We have the Ace of Cups reversed and the Temperance. So your last heartbreak, or just those of you who haven't had a romantic interest for a long time, you could really just feel like drained. Like, is it even real? Is it even going to happen? Like, I can't even get in touch with the fairy tales anymore about it. Feeling very, very out of touch with that, and feeling like you can't make a comeback with it, with the Six of Wands reversed. So what we want is these upright, because you have the energy field of these internally. They're just not upright. So upright, we would have the Ace of Cups, we'd have the Temperance, you studying every aspect. You're going to be a student of love, an artist of love. Look at Sam. He didn't think that he would ever be able to fall in love, out there on the Night's Watch, all of this, and ends up having a whole family from having a good heart too. It wasn't that he schemed and did all of these things. He really had a good heart and was able to find that. So really needing to believe that in yourself, that you can have that comeback even after mistakes, even after mistrusting or not knowing the way to do things. And this is Khaleesi and Marine, and so we know that's where she learned how to rule. She learned how to have boundaries. She learned from her mistakes, and learned how to interact with crowds of people and things of that nature. So for those of you and it could have to do with distance, some of you have long distance relationships and they didn't work out, you didn't know how to keep them going. This is showing you can learn from that. You can get back, so that instead of feeling empty, like you're just drained, like you never have people giving back as much as you're giving, even though if it looks a little differently, you just want somebody to at least know that they're giving in their own way and that you're receiving that back, and that's been tied up. And so really believing that you can do that moving forward. Yes, because then here, perfect. Here's the confirmation if you needed that. So though you're afraid to believe in that silver lining that's there, it's still the Sun card. It's still good. It's just saying that you're seeing more the cloud over the sun instead of the silver lining in the cloud. So changing that mindset, because we have the Three of Wands and the Three of Coins here. So you will find that relationship that wants to build to you to the next level, that's on that same path in life that you want to be on, that cares about those same things. And we see the ships coming in here, and we see that support to build that stable foundation and that stable relationship. So it's there. So just believe in that and move forward. And if you're not currently going to get that in your relationship, because if you're still in this relationship of the negative threes, of the betrayal and the heartbreak, then you want to go ahead and move forward, because it's showing that you can very quickly too, I feel, with the Eight of Wands here and the Sun and all these cards, really get a good partnership moving forward. I feel like some of you too need to look outside of your local area. You might have to look long distance, because the people that you're currently around, like there's no suitors in that area. So be open to romance while traveling, and be open to looking outside of your kind of coverage area, so to speak. I felt to draw two of these for you guys. So we have one of my favorite cards that has some asteroids, the dark moon, the bat here, communication, sensitivity, really looking what you're putting out. Now, bat medicine, when you get bat, it can be like major transformations are going through in your life, like intense, deep, like soul level transformations, but you end up coming out like much more powerful and magical, and just like just knowing who you are on a deep level. Like they just can't mess with you anymore, you know. And it says, I am dark passion, I am the darkness. And so this is going into your fears and getting used to it and realizing that like black is all colors, you know. Darkness is just the energy that helps you tune out all the extra distractions that are in the light, you know, and kind of learning to meditate and be with yourself and connect with yourself on a deeper level. And let's see. And then we have the this card, which is the mess card, the I am messy card. It says, I shall make an unholy mess and scatter my imaginings with powders and pigments on a brush. As I deep dig in the mud, I am messy. Oh, with powders and pigments on a brush of witches brew beginnings. So learning to create from all the hot messiness that goes on in life, digging deep in that mud, digging deep in what you perceive as darkness in a negative way, and just kind of painting yourself, creating yourself as you want to, and not really worrying what everyone else thinks as far as, you know, being a so-called mess or not, because you know what you're putting together on that canvas, so to speak. So that is your reading. Thank you for hanging with me with all my jabbering for my beautiful little baby. Like I said, she's Leo rising, so she's going to be heard over here, and she must have known this is her reading because she is just talking. So please like, share, subscribe, and comment, and go ahead and follow on different social media, and let me know how you like this video. I'll talk to you soon.